And whispering in front of Ellie is not right.
I just don't think he cares.
He doesn't care now.
No, I don't like to give these men props. But talking smack about Finley right in front of him? Iconic. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island season 13 episode 44. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. I have condensed my notes a lot. They went from like scrolling to just this. Just literally, yep, literally that. So if I miss some stuff, hey, it is what it is. But this episode gave me whiplash. I was very confused by the end of it. I didn't know where was up and down, and oof. So let's start with the morning, okay? Finley claims he knows where his head is at, which is odd. This is like the talk of the town in the morning. You know, what the hell is Finley doing? Everybody's confused by what Finley was doing. Lorenzo makes a joke, and it's like, Lorenzo, read the damn room, okay? So Lorenzo says, hands up if you believe Finley, saying that, you know, he knows where his head is at. Nobody raised their hand. Obviously, like, Lorenzo, time and place, and this is neither, okay? Then we have Alicia, who is in the kitchen. She's confused why she has to make her own coffee, because that should be Finley. And then here's sweet baby Ethan. He said, I could do it for you. She's like, no, it's not up to you. Well, what do you want? Because you just ended things with Finley. Finley slept outside, making a bold stance. You know, well, bold, depends. But you're upset that Finley's not making you a coffee. Here's a guy saying, I can make you the coffee. No, it's not you. It's supposed to be Finley. Girl, okay, child. Then we have Priya, who says that her heart is with Aiden, but her head is with Ethan. Now, me personally, I would follow my head. I'd follow my head. Priya confuses me because she complained about things in the villa not going her way. She just wants somebody who's obsessed with her, all about her. No triangles, no this, no that. Ethan has no interest in anybody else but her. That's circumstantial because we know he liked some other people, but he literally just wants you. He's so kind. She describes him as perfection. Yet your heart is with Aiden? Why? A man who can't even hold his urges? A man who barely courts you? Girl, what is there to like about Aiden? I think it's just a proximity thing. It's a familiarity thing. But like, girl, no. Somebody else who needs to think with their head and not their heart is Ellie. Ellie is like, well, you know, Finley, I know he's done wrong, but he's just got a lot of groveling to do to get me back. Why? She's talking about, I'm going to take a step back. Let's remove ourselves completely from the situation. No steps. Remove. Child, while these girls are up on the terrace, it was Tommy, Aiden, and Samraj. They're talking on the daybeds, right? So the girls can see them on the daybeds, and then in front of the daybeds are the beanbags, and there is Finley. These guys are talking cash crazy about Finley, and he can hear the whole thing.
Offended him a lot in here.
He's mugged Ellie off, he's mugged the boys off, he's mugged Alicia off, and he's mugging himself off. Getting into bed with the guy in front of Ellie's just rubbing salt in the wounds.
It's the amount of times it keeps
how many
happening
times, bro?
About time to be selfish, do what Finley wants to do, and
Yeah, but
if
if
I'm sat there, I can you all talk about my situation. I know I want to do.
Man, when I tell you, this gave me great joy. I don't know what the hell Finley thought he was doing going over there to try and confront the guys. For what? He tried to confront, and the guys were like, no, we actually don't defend you. And if these guys aren't defending you, you have truly lost the plot. Truly. I was seeing some people review the episode from yesterday, and a lot of people missed the fact that Finley and Ellie have had sex. Let me bring you guys back. When they were in that room alone, that side bedroom, that's when they had sex. The next morning, they were talking about construction, and he was like, yes, we built the whole house. We finished building the house. The boys know this. The girls, I'm assuming, also knows this. That's why in the villa, it's so intense regarding the Finley situation, because you have escalated this to a level that's beyond the game. This is not a game anymore. Like, you're actually showing poor behavior on a real character level. The guys can't defend it. The girls can't defend it. The girls you want are confused as hell. You know you're doing wrong. But at the end of this conversation, he's like, oh, well, people just aren't listening to what I wanted. I know where my head's at. And the guys are like, you don't know where your head's at. Otherwise, you would have just made that decision. He's like, no, you can't tell me how I feel. So the guys are like, you know what? Fine. You do what you want to do. I think it was Sandra. Sandra just like, you're turning into the guy who cries wolf, but fine. You do you. Block out the outside noise. It's whatever. Finley then goes and talks to Lorenzo and Calvin. And they're like, yo, what was that all about? And he's like, oh, I just don't understand why people keep calling me out. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know everything I've done is wrong. Oh! So you know that everything you're doing is wrong. You know you're showing up poorly. You know you're messing these girls around. You know you're wasting everybody's time and you're doing it anyway. I can't even say it's playing victim because it's not like he's there saying, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Why is everybody... No. He's like, I know what I'm doing and I don't know why people are on me. Like, it's like a reverse... It's like, I know I'm the villain. Let me be a villain in peace. Like, it's weird. It's so odd. It's so odd. So anyways, then he talks to Ellie. He's like, yes, I'm giving you 100%. Ellie with her soft ass. She's like, okay, you just gotta gravel. Oh, girl. Like, Ellie, I'm done. You were my favorite. I think right now you're the least. You're the least. Mind you, I don't like Nika. So that's saying a lot. And Lola. Oh, no. You can't be worse than Lola. There's no way. There's simply no way. Finley then goes and tries to end things with Alicia. And this is very interesting because now all of a sudden he has a battery in his back. I don't know who put it there. But he's talking to Alicia saying, yeah, you know, I was just exploring you. Now I know where my head's at. And she's like, well, if you're saying you knew where your head was at, then you wasted my time. No, I wasn't wasting your time. You're just upset with me because I'm putting my foot down. I'm making a decision. I said, I'm sorry?
I've given this everything to really come to a decision on what I want to do, but now I know exactly what I want. What's the point in me spending 5 more days doing this when I know when I'm at?
All right, this is just actual bullshit.
Yeah, because you know how I feel. I was exploring, yeah, that's how I feel.
Thank you for wasting my time.
Yeah.
Finley, I don't understand this man. I really don't. I do believe he knew where his head was at the whole time. He kept saying time and time again, if I could leave right now, I'd leave with Ellie. I only want Ellie. I can only see a life with Ellie. Ellie. But then when people say you don't know where your head's at, you're like, no, I do know where my head's at. Okay, fine. When people say you knew where your head was at and you're wasting people's time, no, I wasn't wasting people's time. I was just exploring. What's the point of exploring if you knew you were always going to leave with Ellie? And if you knew you were always going to leave with Ellie, therefore you were confused. You see where the whole villa sees you as duplicitous? You see why everybody's looking at you sideways? You crazy. You're the boy who cried wolf, like Sarah Marsh was saying. Why are you asking for people's advice when clearly you don't want the advice? When you get the advice, you denounce the advice. You change what the advice was. Oh, I'm just playing a game. Oh, leave me alone. Let me do. Oh, shut up. The way this man he fumbled on so many levels. You fumbled the win because Love Island was trying to set y'all up for the win. After movie night, y'all were supposed to sail to the end. You fumbled getting the public support because now everybody's like, what the hell? And it's gotten so bad that people are like, you know what? Philly ain't even that cute for real. And you know that's bad. You don't want people to turn on you like just wondering, why do people even like this guy to begin with? Like, he's not even cute. He's not even all that. People were not talking about Finley's looks. And now that's a big point of conversation. Like, Finley, you know what? These girls like it, though. It is what it is. I did not appreciate Alicia saying, oh, do you think it's going to work on the outside with Ellie? What's the point of that? What is the point of that? Don't do that. So he does call her out on that. But I also was like, well, don't call her out either. Like, everybody in the equation was just pissing me off. Fast forward to the recoupling. I'm not going to remember what everybody said because, whoa, these girls were long-winded. My Lord. Yasmin picks Tommy. From my recollection, she was saying she is falling for him. When you know. He's definitely the person who I want to be with in the long run. Yeah. Next was Martha. She picks Jordan. She said it was good that they came together at the time that they did because it's like they got to build from the same spot and things are building at a good rate. Angie picks Simba. Her speech was long. Oh, Angie, I love you, but whoa. It just kept going and going and going. I said, oh, she loved this man for real. He was on the verge of tears. I think Alicia said she was on the verge of tears. Yasmin was like, oh my gosh, I love it. Like, it was a sweet speech, don't get me wrong, but it was a speech. Boy, was it a speech. Mika picks Samrush. Jasmine picks Kavin. I don't remember what either of those people spoke about in their speech. Yulia picked Lorenzo. Alicia picked Aiden. Priya picks Ethan. But in her speech, she also kind of made a speech to Aiden. So it looked like Aiden did not want to be picked by Alicia. He just didn't look impressed. And then when Priya picked Ethan, he seemed happy until she started talking about still wanting Aiden and to pursue that. And just because I'm picking him doesn't mean I'm done with you, whatever. Like, Ethan did not look impressed by that. I said, girl, if you do my little baby Ethan wrong, Priya, all the grace I gave you is out the window. And the last was Ellie, who chose Finley. Now, she was like, I could give you a grilling right now, but honestly, it's pointless. I hope you know you have a lot of groveling to do. After the speech, he's like, honestly, I expected a grilling. Aiden said, I expected you to grill him. Like, the whole villa was expecting her to get in that ass. And the fact that she didn't kind of proves the point that Finley can do as he pleases with Ellie specifically. And Ellie is going to be a lot more gracious than she's ever been. And I feel like that was her big mistake. Big mistake. Because you're basically showing this guy, as long as you know where home is, I'm going to be all right. Not good. Even this whole doghouse thing, she was like, I don't want to cuddle him in bed, blah, 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 whatever. But like in bed, you're facing him, you're saying, why are you looking at me like that? And he kissed her on the forehead. I said, oh, girl. One thing that I can say about my sister, she really put that man Simba in the doghouse. Guys, it wasn't just what we saw in the episode. It's what we saw on Unseen Bits too. The man was fanning the girl down. We saw the man holding her hair in the episode. The man is asking, are the eggs salty enough? Is the coffee good enough? Do you need more fruits in your fruit bowl? Do you need a coffee? Do you need that? Like, but Ellie, just crumble. Hey, all right. After the recoupling, Yasmin and Tommy basically say, listen, you're the one for me. Let's be exclusive. They're happy about that. Priya is in her head about Aiden, right? She feels like Aiden is who she wants to be with. That's who she gravitates to the most. But Ethan is a good guy. He's giving her all the energy that she wants. And so she's trying to consult with Lorenzo about this. Now, Yulia comes by. Lorenzo sends Yulia away. Yulia respected that. However, she comes back again and Priya includes her in the conversation, but has an attitude about her being in the conversation.
What if he gets to know Alicia and they...
Well, then I'll go home then.
So just got evils.
Did she actually get annoyed when we chat?
No.
You can come. I actually didn't mind you coming.
Great. What was the problem?
Wait, why did you get annoyed when we speak?
I'm not annoyed.
You
like,
are,
I
though.
Why
I
are you
just
getting annoyed?
Because you're getting pissed off that I speak to him. I'm not flirting with the guy. He's like my brother.
You said I can come and join, so I came and joined.
No, I'm not gonna lie. At this point in the episode, I was like, I don't know, Priya. I feel like you have a lot of energy for Yulia that's unwarranted. Basically, she was like, I get the sense that you always have an attitude when I'm speaking with Lorenzo, but like, Lorenzo is my friend. You have had him all throughout the night, most of the day. Like, I'm allowed to talk to my friend without you interfering. And I was a bit confused because, number one, I haven't seen Yulia have a problem with Priya and Lorenzo having talks. It seems like that's a thing, though, because other women seem to have peeped it too. But we haven't seen it, right? And then number two, you invited her in. Like when Lorenzo said, give us some time, she gave y'all some time. She walked back over and you said, yeah, girl, come sit. I don't even know why he said that. So I was very confused. And I also was confused because in this conversation, it seemed like, yes, Yulia was pushing for Priya to pick Ethan. However, she also was in support of Aiden. She was like, well, you and Aiden aren't in a couple, so if your heart is really with Aiden, why don't you go into the hideaway? That makes sense to me. Like, I don't know. That was a bit weird. We're going to get a bit more context later the next day. At night, Priya says she's just annoyed by this whole situation. Ellie says she's not gonna cuddle Finley, and she didn't, which is good. Aiden has a talk with Jasmine, I'm pretty sure it was, and he was like, if I'm not gonna kiss Alicia, then I need to like build a wall. And Jasmine is like, do you really not have self-control? And he's like, yeah, it's really hard, especially in this situation. I said, big man like you can't control his urges? I don't know, guys. That's interesting. In bed, however, he did withstand Alicia's attempts because she was sticking it on him. He was like, I could tell you're trying to kiss. She's like, yeah. And Alicia, back up. The man actually didn't kiss her. I was shocked. And then we see Priya and Ethan in the bed. And she says, I don't think any less of you, but I do really want Aiden, right? So he's like, okay, fine, whatever. In the morning, he offers to make her breakfast. She's shocked. She's like, honestly, I've told this man, basically, I don't want you. And he's still willing to be this kind, loving, caring person. Like, he's so happy. He's so positive. Oh my gosh. Which is why, Priya, it doesn't make sense why you're so stuck on Aiden. Outside of knowing him longer and you being around him for longer, what does Aiden actually do for you? The guy doesn't court her. The guy doesn't make his intentions known for real. Like, it just feels misplaced. It feels like the attraction to him feels out of place. So then Yulia is also picking up on that. She's like, I feel like because these two have been around together for a long time, they feel like they should just write it out until the end. And I just don't think that's fair. So then and this is where Yulia loses me, she inserts herself by wanting to go speak to Aiden. And she's like, well, Aiden, I mean, this girl obviously has a good option in Ethan. You have a good option in Alicia. I feel for Alicia. You should stick with Alicia.
Alicia, Priya, like, where's your head at? Like,
My head's with Priya. It always has been, yeah.
Like how giddy you are with Alicia, and like I do feel like she's feeling you a lot.
Fully pitching Alicia to him right now.
I fucking know. I don't really know why you're getting involved.
I'm just looking out for Alicia.
Why don't you like Ethan, though? Why don't you like Ethan, though? Can you stop saying that to me? Respectfully, it's actually annoying me. As soon as Aiden says something about me, yeah. Fuck off. Get out my shit.
Yulia, I'm with you when you're right, but today you're wrong. Today you are wrong. I do agree with her when she says that she thinks Aiden and Priya are just, coming together for the sake of coming together. It's not because there's a true attraction there, but don't insert yourself. The people didn't ask you. She says that she's friends with Aiden. That's a shock to me. I've seen them a bit on unseen bits like Kiki and whatever, but it doesn't give like close friends. But yeah, I can understand now why Priya was annoyed the day before, because it's like, here you are in a situation where I'm trying to get an unbiased opinion from a friend of mine. It seems you're annoyed for whatever reason, and you constantly give me these evil eyes. Now when I'm saying I'm at a crossroads with my head and my heart, here you are pushing for a narrative that goes against what I really want to do, because we know that she wants to be with Aiden. We know that. We know Priya doesn't like Ethan like that. Just let that man go. So I'm just like, yeah, Yulia, this wasn't it. You didn't have to insert yourself. And even in inserting yourself, you could have tried to be an unbiased party instead of trying to push Aiden and Priya in a specific direction. Like, for what? I don't get that. So yeah, the episode didn't end well. Then they opened the votes. I said, oh, y'all are wicked. You guys are wicked for that. But y'all let me know who you voted as your favorite Islander. Damn, I really don't need notes, do I? I did pretty well. Yeah, so why am I cracking my head trying to write all these detailed notes? For what? Let me save my time. Anyways, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.